I'm going to begin by making a MyCar object. And this object is going to have two properties. A property of make with a value of Toyota and a property of model with a value of Prius. And what are object properties? Well, you can think of them as a collection of descriptive values associated with an object. The first descriptor here is make, and it has a value of Toyota. And you can treat these as a connected pair. There's the property name and the property value. The property name is always written first, then a colon, then the property value. Now I'm going to console log the MyCar object. And here, between these curly brackets on the right, we see these name value pairs. We have the make, then the colon, then the value, and then we have the model, then the colon, and then the value. Now, if we want to directly access the value of a property, all we have to do is use the dot notation. So here I'm going to change the console log from MyCar to MyCar.make. And on the right, Toyota is displayed. And you can use this dot notation for any object property. You can also use the dot notation to add a new object property to the object. I don't have a color property to my car, so I'm going to go ahead and add one. First, I'm going to comment out the console log, and now I'm going to type mycar.color, and I'm going to assign it a value of gray. And now I'm going to console log my car. And over on the right, the last property is color, and it has a value of gray. So far, the object properties that have been written have had their values set to strings. Well, these values can also be numbers, arrays, other objects. They also can be functions. And functions written inside of an object are called object methods. And object methods can be used for many different purposes. For example, I could make a honk method where when the method is called, it will console log honk for my car. In a lot of cases, object methods are written to access and manipulate object properties. So I'm going to demonstrate that. And first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new object property to my car, named mileage, and I'm going to give it a value of 20,000. Now I'm going to write a function called drive to work. And whenever this method is called, it's going to add 25 miles to the mileage of this car. So I'm going to start off with the function name, drive to work, then put a colon because this is a object property. And the value is going to be a function. And what this function will do is we're going to take this mileage, this dot mileage. Using this dot mileage, we'll use the current value of mileage. And we're going to make it plus equal 25. Even though we're writing a function, at the closing curly bracket, do not put a semicolon to close off the function. The object is expecting a comma to close out this property. If you put a semicolon, it will break your code. Now I'm going to comment out mycar.color and the console log of my car. And below my object, I'm going to write my car and call the drive to work method. And after doing that, I'm going to console log my car. And we can see on the right side, the mileage has increased from 20,000 to 20,025. And by using an object method in this manner, I can make object properties dynamic. Every time I call the drive to work method, I dynamically increase the value of the MyCar object mileage property, which really demonstrates the value of object methods. Thanks for watching and happy coding.